Will the SEO stuff that I teach here online work for somebody who does architectural woodworking down in South Florida? Absolutely. It would even be easy to do. Let me show you exactly what I mean. What's up there, guys? This is here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal businesses, dumpster rental companies, and small business owners really understand and design their own websites, understand SEO, and do it themselves to get their businesses found organically on Google, which will give them more money in their pockets and save them thousands and thousands of dollars on advertising costs. And today I'm going to do a little something a little bit different. Like I said, I do help a lot of small business owners, not just junk removal and dumpster rental companies. I made my start with a lot of small business owners in a bunch of variety of different industries. And I got this from requests. Somebody wanted me to check out their website because they've been following some of the things that I've been doing, but implementing it into a different type of business. And this business just happens to be woodworking and installation. So finished carpentry, looks like architectural millworks, that sort of thing. And it looks like they're taking my advice to try to get their business found on Google. They sent me a message and let me know that they're starting to get found on Google, which is really really cool. So one of the first things that I did was I copied their domain address and I popped it into the SEO scan. Make sure they're following those 5 rules I talk about constantly, which is your title tag, your meta description, H1 title tags, H2 title tags, content on your page, and then the one thing you can't change is the age of your domain. So that's why I always say the sooner you can get your domain up and going, the better. So I popped that into the SEO scan, and I see that he did some of this stuff right, which is great. You got architectural millwork installation, woodwork installers in Hallandale, Florida. The meta description has some of that stuff in here: carpentry installation, Miami, Florida, that sort of thing. I would probably nail it down to just woodwork installers, H1 title tag, architectural millwork, woodwork installation, Hallandale, Florida. H2 title tags all look good too. Looks like he's following all the rules. And I take a look at his content. Looks like he got a decent amount of content on there. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So now when I type in woodwork in Allendale Beach, Florida, let's see where his business is. Well, how about that? He's number one on Google for that specific search term. And the reason that I wanted to make this quick video is to show people an example of what I mean. Why, even though you're following all the SEO things that I'm teaching you, your proper titles, your meta description, your H1s, H2s, your content, all that stuff. And when somebody types in now woodwork installation, Hallandale Beach, Florida, you show up number one on Google. That's fantastic. The only problem is nobody's typing in these specific words into Google. So when you're doing this SEO yourself, you have to place yourself in your customer's own shoes. What is it that they are typing in to Google? Not you, what they will be typing in. Because they see your industry in a different way. They type things in differently as you would see it. This is why junk removal is so easy. Your customers are all going to type in junk removal near me, a dumpster rental, dumpster rental near me, that kind of thing. And even things like carpet cleaning services, carpet cleaner near me, stuff like that. But something like this, um, where you're an architectural woodworker, how do you word it so that your customers understand what it is, how your customers are going to find you better with things that they type into Google based on the things that you do. So what I did is I did a little research. I started to look around and see what businesses keep showing up on Google for what words. And this has made me understand what the customer is typing, what the woodworking customer is actually typing into Google to look for a company, just like these guys. His name is Randall, by the way. I just remembered at the top of my head what they're typing in when they're looking for a finished carpenter, somebody does woodworking and stuff like that, especially in this particular area. And I found out this website kept popping up left and right: architectural woodwork installation. So I copied their website, their domain address, and I put it in my tools, my it's called HRFs. It's a tool that I use, SEO guy. So I pop his domain in here, and it's going to tell me, whoops, let me copy that again. What causes his website to show up? Which words are people typing in? And this is where I'm going to start doing my hunt to find which way to word this website to get it found for things that people are looking for. So right away I saw here's volume. This tells me how many people a month are typing these specific words into Google. And one that really popped out to me right away was woodworking, South Florida. So this is what your customer in the woodworking would type into Google, woodworking, South Florida. So those were 100 times every single month. Let's think of some other ones. Architectural woodwork, 300 times. That's a good one right there. Except it doesn't have to say Florida. Woodworking Fort Lauderdale is another one, 90 times. That's really, really good. Might even aim at that one. But knowing this information now, I would fix up this website and have it focused on that specific word, woodworking South Florida. Because South Florida is a big region, and people living in that area, that's what they're going to be typing in, South Florida. That's why you see 100 searches for that. So I would reword the H1 title tag on this one. This is just a header. It's just an image. This is the H1 title tag. I would reword it like this. Architectural woodworking South Florida. You see how I included woodworking South Florida in the H1 title tag? We provide professional finished carpenters to help you complete your architectural woodworking in South Florida to all of the Caribbean islands. So this is the way that I would word the H1 title tag and the paragraph underneath there. And then some of the H2 title tags I would word exactly like, let's escape out of this, millwork installation, woodwork service, South Florida millwork, architectural woodworking for a lot of these are just some of the H2 title tags I would do, and a lot of the words that I would include into some of the content on here to really let Google know that this website is about these search terms. And believe it or not, if you just this individual just to do that, he's going to start showing up on Google because why? There's not much competition. There's not very many pages out there online with the aim to get found for woodworking in South Florida. More than likely, it's hardly any. Woodworking South Florida. I'm going to type that in quotations. 0 results. No pages out there online for that. Woodworking South Florida. So it would be an absolute piece of cake to make that happen. If you just went in there and make those changes, I would change the H1 title tag to your header tag, your title tag to architectural millwork installation, woodworking in South Florida, and the meta description. I'd add that into there. The H1 title tag. That alone would make this page start to show up, get more traffic, which are for people that are looking for that online on Google in the first place. So just to show you, if you're in a small business and a unique business, that sometimes it's even easier because there's less competition for the service you're providing, especially such a unique service. So let's say you build offices in people's backyards, office builder or something like that. Little niche things like that are really, really easy to rank for. Junk removal is not as easy to rank for, believe it or not, because there's so much competition. But if you still follow the rules, you're consistent with what you do, you follow some of my do-it-yourself, you can save a lot of money in the long run by doing a lot of the stuff yourself. But still, if you want me to do it, I'd be more than happy to show you how I can do it for you and designing the website and all that stuff. But this guy's heading in the right direction. He's following my advice. And you can see he's already ranking number 1 for the words that he thought would get his business found on Google, which it might. But what you want to aim for is words that your customers are looking for, what they are typing into Google, not what you think, what your customers are typing into Google to get found for the services you provide. So that's what I got for you guys today. Just a random video off topic, but this guy requested it, so I wanted to show you guys that he's following my advice and it's already working. He just needs to fine tune a few things, and it'll get him some more business for his business. So that's all I got for you guys. Till next time.